on some mowers here. Just doing whatever I want to today because I have probably nothing on the books. So, what I'm doing right now is I am working on kind of two 111s. So, this is the viewer's choice 111, which you guys are going to decide how it gets built. So far, it looks like the general consensus is that people want to see a mud mower out of this. So, my idea with this is I have this other 111. So, I'm going to figure out how I'm going to get everything built on this guy so I can just take all the parts built off of this frame and swap it onto this frame, and everything should just be a bolt up. So right now what we're doing is I'm coming up with a way of running this thing in four-wheel drive because I want to make this thing four-wheel drive if we're making a mud mower. So my idea with this so far is that right now there's a transaxle in the back of these. They're a 5-speed. Normally they're under the frame, but this one's flipped up. Normally these just sit like this under this guy. You can see it. And so my idea with this is if we take this transmission, move it to the center, and turn it sideways, we should be able to run off of each axle shaft and run to this is a single speed MTD transaxle, and this should give us a ton of lift if it's mounted like this, where we build mounts from this to the frame. So in theory, this should give us four-wheel drive if we can stick this guy into the front here. Only problem with that is steering. But oh, hello Tucker, how's it going? Yes, I'm planning out a 4x4 build. So the idea I've got right now is we're gonna just take this 6 gear as a comparison. But yeah, to build a 4x4, I'm thinking MTD single speed transaxle front and rear, and then I've got this 6-speed. So you just run it like this, cut these shafts off, and mount them to the input of both of these F&R transaxles. Steering's gonna be the only issue. Well, I'm pretty good today. How's it going, Tucker? I'm just out working on my mowers, and I figured I would just start a live stream, just because why not, in case anyone's out here watching. But yeah, there's not a lot to do with these mowers right now today, but just overall planning on it, on what I'm doing, and then yeah, trying to figure out if I can get all the bits for 4x4 figured out on this frame, and then people are voting for this one to be a 4x4. So if I figure if I can get all the stuff sorted out with this frame, this in theory is the same frame. So if I can take this and put it in here. No, I'm not in school today. I am not in school today. I'm out of school today and back at my work tomorrow, and then maybe in school on Wednesday. I don't know. And yeah, just enjoying a Slurpee that was like 3 days old and in the freezer. And so yeah, I'm just figuring out some more stuff with this. I'm grade 11, Tucker. And then I'm thinking about starting a video on reviving this guy right here. This one's called Beast 2. It's a pretty insane build, actually. But yeah, I'm hoping to have this guy in a video sometime maybe in the next couple weeks, but figuring out how to get a 6-speed transaxle into here so I can run off my centrifugal clutch and run onto this axle. But yeah, just randomly working on my mowers. I mean, yeah, we'll get the Beast 2 video out. It's there's no way for me to just leave this thing sitting here for a bunch longer. Like, I have way too much time invested into this thing to just have it sit here. So I gotta build this thing, gotta finish building it. But right now, because I have this mower, this green ugly pile, it has taken a couple parts from this thing, like the starter. Hi Zach. Hi Isaac, how's it going? It's taken some parts like the coil and the starter off of this, so gotta find some parts for this guy at my work. Then we're gonna put a video out about Beast 2 pretty quick here. So I think that's gonna be cool. Well, that's funny you say that, Isaac, because this is an older Oppie engine cover, an older Oppie flywheel. But if we look right in here, it's a pressure lube Oppie. Just had the original flywheel exploded, and so stuck this one on here with a different starter and different top cover, all that, because all that got destroyed when the original flywheel came apart. So it has a pressure lube Oppie in it with different flywheel and shroud and all that on it. So yeah, I'm super lucky. Why is that? There's many reasons, I guess, but why? Because I just have a pressure lube Oppie just sitting in my backyard doing nothing. Yeah, pressure lubes are super hard to find. I got this engine when I was like 9 years old. My dad gave me the mower. The rest of it was just totally clapped out. So I got the engine out of it and put it in this one, I guess it would be, this frame originally, and it eventually ended up in this thing. Well, Tucker, if you can find an Oppie, they're kind of unique. They definitely take some special carburetor tuning sometimes, and they're kind of finicky, or mine have been kind of finicky. But I mean, yeah, the V-twins are way easier to find parts for, so yeah, just because the Oppies are getting so old, it's hard to find parts for the V-twins. But yeah, I mean, even this guy, it's got a splash lube Oppie. And when they run these are great. You'll figure I should put an air filter on this. Look at the dust built up on here. Yeah, V-twins do make better power. You're right, Isaac. That's why I put a V-twin in this. But I think it's still on one cylinder. I guess it was on two cylinders and now it's on one cylinder again. I don't know. But yeah, like I was showing Tucker, Isaac, I think you might think this is kind of cool if you stick around. Um, Devising a four-wheel drive John Deere 111. So this is the one that I'm building, just as whoever votes for it, whatever the top vote ends up being. Which so far it looks like people just want a mud mower out of this guy, which is totally fine. But I figure may as well make a four-wheel drive. So what I've schemed up right here is uh, Tucker. It was just 60 kilometers an hour, unfortunately. If it was miles an hour, that would have been way scarier. So it's like 40 miles an hour. I still had another gear, but I was just running out of road because this thing is kind of unstable on gravel, but on dirt it's super stable. So I just was running out of dirt and needed to slow down. Um, don't worry, Isaac. I'm also kind of technologically impaired. I just figured out how to run this iPhone 15 that I'm streaming off of right now, like 3 months ago. Like, and still barely know half the controls for this thing, so don't worry about it. Hey, you're racing more tops out at 30. I mean, that's 30 miles an hour. Like, that's still pretty darn quick, man. Like, those are still kind of sketchy on the stock steering and stock ride height like yours is. I assume yours is still stock ride height, right, Tucker? But yeah, if your mower is still stock height, 30 miles an hour is bloody quick. But yeah, Isaac, I was just showing Tucker on how I'm devising this four-wheel drive plan, and this is a single-speed FNR MTD transaxle, and this is a standard like six-gear transaxle. I'm thinking because these have a five-speed, they're a similar idea to what this is. I'm gonna stick one of a transaxle in the center, the original one in the center, and drive each one of these transaxles front and rear off of the axle shafts in here. Not exactly sure I'm gonna figure that out, but I want to mount them up and down like that to get a bunch of lift out of them. I see you're typing, Isaac. It's all good. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna judge you. Yeah, I mean figuring out the steering on this or on this one when it's four-wheel drive is going to be difficult. But yeah, I figured I would just start a live stream today just because why not? I'm just out doing absolutely nothing. Just while you guys are here, is there anything specific you guys want to see? I know I've done a bunch of like walk-arounds on these guys, but I have all my mowers out here. Is there any one of them that you want to see any part of or whatever? I'm happy if you guys want to see anything in particular. The Lord racing mower, like this guy, start up, Tucker. I'm gonna have to go get a battery for that. Oh, Isaac, like I would love to see Beast 2 working too, but check this out. there's no trying to. Okay, well, Tucker, I will grab a battery right now and we'll try to start it. We'll see what happens here. Gonna have to go find battery and cables here. Oh yeah, I know where they are. That tree branch, I'm gonna have to either ditch it or something. It's gonna have to go. But yeah, we can definitely start up the race some more. No problemo, buddy. Oh. Oh. But yeah, it's got no battery in it right now because it's back in my quad. I've been rubbing the battery out of my Polaris 400 here for the race mower when I've been doing the videos, but I think oh yeah, Isaac, you're right. The rear end on this thing could totally be way wider on this thing. I still got to figure out. I could run a solid shaft through here that's like 36 inches wide, but haven't figured that out yet. Just a slight gas leak today. Whatever, I guess. Just hold on. Where the heck did I put the key? I'm gonna steal that guy. Stick it in there. Up. And then I'm just gonna set you guys down. No, the obvious sweating horsepower. But yeah, I'm just gonna set you guys down here. Hey, that's a good idea, Isaac. I didn't even think of welding a bolt to it. But yeah, I guess I'm just gonna. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna try to add in like that, and then we'll see if I can get her going. It should go. Maybe. Ugh, come on. Come on, baby. I would not do well in an endurance racing thing where you have to start really quick, start stuff up really quick. Like, just no. You bugger. Just friggin' go, baby. Hey, I think you're right. I will put a full start on that one. That one's gonna get a full start. And then just, yeah. And this is my kill switch. That's my kill switch. So that's how you shut it off. And so that's the idea behind that. Um, and so yeah, that's that one. Um, so yeah, I guess it actually starts all right today. Usually it actually takes a bit to start it, but I think it's also got a fuel leak up here today, leaking up there. But yeah, the racing mower definitely a startup, decent. But yeah, and then yeah, I don't know. Did you guys see the brake setup on this? Yep, it's just the cable right here with my grab handle and the cable running down. See the size of this friggin' rotor? It's a 7-inch rotor on that guy. And yeah, I mean, it stops really good now. Um, Also, can you guys leave in the text or whatever, is the quality just absolute crap of this on this live stream? Like you guys can hear me? Well, Tucker, here's an idea for you. Here's an idea for you, buddy. So that rotor, that rotor right there, is a that rotor there is a hub style rotor. It's got like the 6 bolts or whatever. If you just get a 5/8 hub with the 6-bolt rotor, I actually just welded that right to the shaft where the brake goes on this guy, and it so far is holding up no problem. And I mean, I've had people comment on my welds being crap, but I don't know. I haven't had that many in here breaking, so I think that's good. I think these are pretty good. Maybe you can see it through there. But yeah, it's a 6-bolt hub, so you can unbolt the rotor or whatever if you warp it. And this guy's got a floating caliper on it, so yeah, full floor caliper, so it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It can wobble around a little bit if it's not quite straight, but yeah. Hey, I mean, thank you. My welds aren't that bad. Hey, Cheryl. This is my boss, Cheryl, down here in the comments. Uh, Hi, how's it going, Cheryl? I'm just out here working on my mowers. And yeah, we just started this guy up here and devising a 4-wheel drive plan for this one. And check out this one. Oh, well, thank you, Cheryl. Yeah, okay, so I guess my boss is watching, and what do you call this? Boss lady? Boss wife? I don't know. Either way, the people that I work for are watching us right now, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, we're just working on some mowers today, and yeah. Um, for anyone in the comments, is there anything you guys want to see on any of my mowers or machines or whatever? If there's... Alright, see you, Isaac. See you another day, buddy. What do I work for? Well, I work at a small engine repair place, so I fix up lawnmowers and just random engines. That's where I get most of my parts from. So when I mention that my boss is just awesome to me and gives me just random parts, like probably half of this mower has come from uh, his scrap pile. And yeah, I mean, this transaxle came from a scrap pile. This one came from a scrap pile. The one that's in the dump tractor came from a scrap pile. Hey, there, Crossfield Power Equipment. I don't know if I was allowed to say the location, Cheryl, so I wasn't sure. But yeah, that's the dump tractor. The transaxle that's in it right now came from the scrap pile. This unit actually came from the dump. And then that guy came from the scrap pile. That whole unit came from a different scrap pile, but I mean, just the amount of garbage that I just picked up, just because why not? It's just a little bit mind blowing even to me. I also have this 2-cylinder diesel right here out of a generator. It also came from my boss's scrap pile. What do you guys figure? Is this a good idea to stick this in something? It's a horizontal crank diesel. Cheryl, you're right. My poor mom. Yep, my poor mom. There's just garbage just everywhere. And like it doesn't stop. It just doesn't stop, Cheryl. Like there's just garbage upon garbage. And then there's more garbage and more garbage. Oh, and there's a blown up engine. And my dad's quad and my dad's buddy's quad. Like just all this garbage everywhere. Like, I really don't need any of this, but I just have it just to have it. If you know what that means, right? But yeah, we're just going over some mowers today. So this guy I just had one man's garbage is another man's treasure, I guess. Yeah. Um, but yeah, we just had this one at the shop, and I think it's all 1-cylinder again. The friggin' engine is just driving me nuts. I mean, it ran really good. But yeah, it had run really good for a while there, and then I think it's got the coil on this side is bad again. But I'm not 100% sure. Either that or this carburetor is maybe plugged up too. But it sounds like just not running proper. But yeah. And then I figured if you and Jason are both watching, then I figure I should show you guys this guy right here. This one here is the Beast 2. This is the one that's got the ATV axle in it, and the